Want free COD points? Hey, got money. Stop using Razorback. Listen here, buddy. There's a link in the description. I want you to tap. Click that. Earn points. Download the app. Yo, what is up, guys? It's the Goblin. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. In today's video, we're going to be going over some of the biggest changes from the Black Ops 3 beta to the actual game. Right here, we have 5 big changes we're going to be going over in this video. You guys seem to love my video on the COD 4 changes to Modern Warfare Remastered, so I figured I'd do one like this for the Black Ops 3 beta. I know a lot of people have been interested in the beta because it's so long ago, we don't really remember everything that happened, and obviously we're going into Infinite Warfare's beta this year, so we want to go over some of the changes and what could possibly happen based on the history of last year's beta to real game changes. Right now, I'm going to set a goal for this video. It's going to be 3,000 likes. I really want to hit that. If you guys could smack a like on this thing, subscribe if you guys are new, that would really help me out. 3,000 likes would be awesome, and let's get right into this video. So we have 5 things we're going to go over, big changes from the beta to the game. Let's talk about the first one. The first one actually has to do with the Specialist Rejacked. Now, some of you guys, if you didn't play the beta, maybe you guys know what Rejacked is. It's still a specialist in the game, and it's basically the one where you can go down and you can come back to life. It's sort of like a tactical insertion right now in Black Ops 3, but it was not that way in the beta. Actually, Rejacked was probably, it was undoubtedly actually the most overpowered specialist in the beta, and here is why. I'll show you guys a quick clip up on the screen right now. Basically, how Rejacked worked in Black Ops 3 is it was a lot stronger in many different ways, but the main reason was when you died and you came back with Rejacked, you would stay on your streak. You wouldn't lose, you wouldn't get a death, and you wouldn't lose your kill streak. You'll see in this clip right here, this guy's using the M8A7. He dies and he's on his streak, 600 points off the wraps. He comes back off Rejacked and he's still 600 points off wraps, and he can fight and get his wraps all because of how strong Rejacked was. Now, that's not the only change, but that was the main change that was making Rejacked so overpowered. It literally didn't reset your score streaks. It didn't reset your medals. So basically, people would get a lot of nuclears in Black Ops 3 beta, but you would use Rejacked and it would be so freaking overpowered and kind of cheap because you would get on a 10 kill streak, you die, you come back with Rejacked, you get 20 more, boom, nuclear. And that's why Rejacked was so flippin' overpowered. And the other reason was also because with Rejacked in Black Ops 3 beta, it also had a bigger smoke cloud, you came up faster, the whole thing was super duper overpowered, and honestly, I really don't know what they were thinking with that. Obviously, they've nerfed it now, where I'd say Rejacked in the game of Black Ops 3 right now is actually really underpowered, which I'm totally cool with, because Rejacked, let's be honest, it's just a fancy way of it getting last stand, which is a pretty hated perk in Black Ops 3. So that's basically how Rejacked worked in the beta, and I'm so glad that they nerfed that, and good job, Treyarch, on that. I don't know what they were thinking when they put that into the beta at first. Now, the second change we have in Black Ops 3 has to do with a score streak or a kill streak, and that is the Lightning Strike. Now, I'll show you guys footage up on the screen here in a second, but basically, the Lightning Strike score streak, excuse me, they changed the animation for that in a big way. Now, I'll show it up on the screen right now for the Black Ops 3 beta. As you guys can see, when this guy in the beta calls in the Lightning Strike score streak, basically the menu where he calls it in on the map pops straight out of his hands, and I think this animation is absolutely sick. I don't know why they decided to change this, but you guys can see he pops straight out of his hands and he can call in the Lightning Strike. I think that one looks absolutely sick. Maybe they could polish it up a little bit. Obviously, they decided not to go with that one, and they decided to change the animation to where the guy holds like the futuristic iPad, which I'll show that one up on the screen as well. I don't really know why they decided to change that. It seems like the iPad sort of goes with Black Ops 2 more, and I guess, you know, coming out of the hands was just a bit too futuristic for them. Who knows if they're going to do that in the future, but that's one important change they made from the beta to the real game. It's not really that important as far as gameplay, but it is really important because I thought that animation was absolutely sick where the guy pulls it out of his hands, and who knows why they decided to change that. I'm not really sure. Let's get into the third change right here. Basically, what we have is a change to a gun name. Now, this gun's name was changed 3 times. Now, the first thing that came out was basically before Black Ops 3, when we were getting all the teasers to do with the paint shops and the gunsmith, a teaser came out of this gun right here, which I'll show up on the screen, and this gun is called the ARAK, or the ARAK, I don't know how you want to say it. but that's basically what this gun was originally named. Then when it came to the Black Ops 3 beta, and when the Black Ops 3 beta ended up coming out, this gun came out and it was a pretty popular gun in the beta under the name ARK-7. This gun was one of the more popular guns in the beta. I'd say the guns that were really popular in the beta are probably, you know, the M8A7, the ARK-7 was very popular as well, and, you know, VMP or your normal SMGs were also very popular in the beta. I think Kuda was actually the most used SMG in the beta. That's the one that I would always run with, and a lot of people loved the Kuda in the beta because you'd unlock it at a lower level. Obviously, that's why people would use that. So then this thing came out, the ARK-7, and then obviously now they've also changed the name from the beta to the real game. This is actually our beloved KN-44. So I'm not sure what managed them to change the name 3 times for this gun. I thought ARK works fine. I thought ARK-7 works fine, but they managed changing it a 3rd time, and they went with KN-44 as the final build name for that Black Ops 3 gun. Pretty cool change, just a quick change to the name. And let's get into the 4th change. Now, the 4th change here is actually huge. This change affected gameplay so much, along with the reject, you know, being changed. This one also affected gameplay so much, and what this is the Black Hat. Now, you guys may not even know what the Black Hat is, because right now they nerfed this thing to the ground. No one really used the Black Hat, but it's basically a thing that was from Black Ops 2 and could destroy score streaks and also hack score streaks. So it's basically designed to maybe hack equipment, like hack someone's C4, hack someone's UAV or something like that. But in the Black Ops 3 beta, it was flippin' overpowered. You could literally hack, and what I mean by hack is like steal someone's kill streak. So I'll show you guys a clip here in a second of the enemy getting a Wraith, and this guy steals the enemy Wraith within probably 10, 12, 15 seconds like that. He just hacks the firewall, uses a second Black Hat, and steals the Wraith, and then that Wraith becomes his, and it gets him kills. I'll show that clip up on the screen right now. This is absolutely ridiculous. Imagine working your ass off to get whatever it takes, 11.5 or 12 kills to get a Wraith, and then someone else, a little Jimmy or little Timmy, pulls out his Black Hat and literally steals it from you within 15 seconds. This was obviously a joke. I don't know what they were thinking with this one. Obviously, this did get patched nowadays. You literally can't even steal big score streaks. I think you can still steal UAVs, but they take a while, and you can still hack equipment, but you can't hack big kill streaks like you could in the beta. And even to destroy a Wraith with this thing nowadays takes like over 30 seconds just to breach the firewall, and probably another 30 seconds just to take it. Like, by the time you take it down, the Black Hat is very underpowered. You're better off shooting things down with a rocket. But in the beta, you could literally, there was kids just sitting in the back of their spawn and stealing everyone's kill streak with this thing. It was really annoying and absolutely overpowered, and I'm very glad that thing got nerfed along with the reject. Now, the 5th change I have right here is to some perks. Now, basically the perks that were changed right now are 2 very important perks that were actually changed the slots that they were in, and we can tell they were changed the slots because of the colors that are on it. Now, I'll show up on the screen right now. We have 6th Sense as well as Blast Suppressor. Now, Blast Suppressor was originally a blue perk, which means it was in the 1st perk slot, as well as the 6th Sense was also a red perk when it originally came out into the beta. I'm glad these things were changed. I don't think Black Ops, or I don't think Blast Suppressor has the power to be a 1st perk, and I'm glad Blast Suppressor is put into that 3rd perk slot. I think this would be kind of off balance if 6th Sense and Blast Suppressor remained how they were in the Black Ops 3 beta. So I think this was a good change. I think most of these changes, pretty much all of them, are very good changes to Black Ops 3 and changes to the beta. Obviously, there's a bunch more changes, so if you guys want to see another episode of this, I would love to do one. If you guys could, like I said, hit that goal of 3,000 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. I'd really appreciate it if we could smash up 3,000 likes. That would mean the world to me. And obviously, I'm very excited here for in about 2 weeks. Today is October 1st, so it's pretty much 2 weeks until we get the Infinite Warfare beta. Remember, things that are in the beta aren't always in the final version of the game. So if there is some bullshit in the Black Ops or in the Infinite Warfare beta, let's try not to rage too hard at it, and hopefully, or actually we should rage hard at it. We should let them know that this is bullshit and they should change it, but let's try not to panic too quickly, because I'm sure the team at Infinity Ward will be able to change those things. However, you know, Treyarch is really known for patching, updating, and changing their game a lot more than Infinity Ward is, and this is the first time Infinity Ward's ever done a beta. who knows what could happen, who knows how this is going to go. From what I played, when I played on the alpha, I guess it was, at the COD XP, it was a lot of fun. There wasn't that much BS. I find that Infinite Warfare is based really around like futuristic equipment and futuristic maneuvers from the combat rig. I don't really, mess with that stuff. I don't like how there's like 10 pieces of equipment, because usually, you guys know my class ups, I literally don't use equipment at all. I'm all run and gun. I'm all about using your perks and attachments to get your kill streaks most efficiently, and that's why Infinite Warfare is kind of weird to me with all those equipment. But in Infinite Warfare, the class setup system is still good. The non-lethal system is still good, and I think you still can run and gun similar to Black Ops 3. And like I've said before, Infinite Warfare gives me that feeling of Black Ops 3 and MW3 combined, which are two of my favorite Call of Duty games. So it's going to be a lot of fun playing this beta. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Once again, 3,000 likes. That's the goal, guys. If you could smash that, that would mean the world to me. If I check back on this video in, a day or two and we have 3,000 likes, you guys are all legends. Anyway, comment down in the comment section down below, BO3, if you made it to the end of the video. I'd really appreciate that, so I know who the true supporters are. Making it to the end of the video, commenting BO3. Drop a like, subscribe for a cookie, and don't looky, and have a great night, guys. I'm out. Peace.